I didn't get a shower, can you tell? So I'm wearing my bandana because it's not how I was wearing it all day, but this is what we got now. Because this is the vibe. This is the vibe, okay? My car broke down as I was in the middle of nowhere, basically. And then I was just doing I had to run home, rush home as fast as I could, and do an interview. Not like for me. I had to interview someone for like class stuff or whatever. And that was depressing as hell. And I'm like, I have a fucking quota. Have a streaming quota. Going to fulfill that streaming quota. So I am here. Usually I like you can tell that like all my I didn't get a like this is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what I look like IRL sometimes. Not really. I don't know. I just feel like I always look so gothic. I'm just like, ugh. Honestly, I just look tired. Oh, this is how I feel. I'm like, no one's gonna be here today. Literally no one. That's okay. The lighting is bad, but we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. And I just don't care anymore. This is the life. You can see that my nose was really red too because I was out in the sun all day, so it got a little sun. I think type 2. I'm gonna cry. How are you, type 2? How is life? Hopefully all is well. What did I do? Nothing. I'm just being a little shit. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay. Woo. Oh, God. You're fine. You're fine. I'm just being sassy. How are you doing, though? Hopefully you're good. You like the headgear? Yeah, my hair is greasy. Usually I like wrap it around and stuff, but I know.
You want pecans on your chicken?
No nuts, please.
No nuts.
Thank you. No hair meta. I know. Well, it's greasy. It's greasy. It's not even that bad. I just did this before I like, I don't know, hopped on. Usually I style it differently, but I was like, it's really awkward to have it like that on camera, so. This is what I look like, and you can see my nose red. Looks good. Yeah, this is like more of how I look in person sometimes. I'm still for goth Josie. Yo, I was at the apple orchard all day today. Do you want to know what happened, chat? I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what fucking happened, okay? So, Andrew and I decided to go to the apple orchard to get apples because I'm gonna be making some pies and that sort of thing. And it was like, this is the time to go, where it's the cheapest in the season, and they had the apples that I wanted. And both of us had the day off. So we got there at like noon, we did our thing. I had some apple, like, oh, hi, George. I had some hard cider and stuff like that. So I was chilling. I was having a good time. We went place to place. It was really cool. And then the minute we leave the fucking orchard, yo, the coolant line freaking burst. All the coolant flushed out of the system. We had to go to I'm not even shitting with you. We had to go to this random ass gas station. And we were there for hours. Literally like 2 hours trying to find a tow truck. And we ended up getting a tow truck from a reservation, which was nice because the dude was really chill or whatever. And, because Andrew has such a fucking low car, we had to go through a lot of extra hoops in order to get a tow truck. And someone willing to do it, because they're like, he was like, I don't care, we just gotta be there. And then I was like, okay, I'll be ready for stream, it'll be good, I'm gonna start stream early, we'll just be there for like an hour and a half at the orchard, and then I'll do my interview, because I have to interview, like interview some paralegal, legal like people or whatever, just for like extra credit in my class, and the group that I have, they are too afraid to talk to people, and they're like, you do it. So I had to be here because I was the person conducting the whole interview process, and I was like an hour, and I was late for that. So then I got here and I had to like basically look like this. And I was like, I'm gonna be like all ready to go. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna shower, I'll have more than enough time, I'll stream, and then none of that happened. What the fuck
It's
happened?
not their good day.
What is that?
I microwaved it and the bowl cracks.
Is my bowl crack?
Yeah, look, it cracked. It's one of those days, yo.
It was my favorite bowl.
I know.
Can you bring me a fun dip? I need an emotional support fun dip.
Yeah, that's valid.
Please bring fun dip.
Fun dip is coming.
Fun dip, thank you. Anyways, I got to play with my neighbor's kids, and that was fun. So when I got home, because I had like 5 minutes to spare, and I was like, what am I gonna do? I can't shower. Can't like surprise me. Anyways, I was like, I just have no like specific thing I can do. So now you guys get to see me with my lips done and stuff. This is more of what I look like. But that's okay. Although, chat, I did have a really cute fit today. But I was overdressed for the fucking orchard. Do I know? That's what today's been like. But I dressed for the girls, not for the dudes. But my skirt's like super cute. You never get to see it. Look how cute. Oh my god, it's see-through. Oh my god. I'm just sit down and eat my fun dip, okay? So how is your day? I hope you're having a great day. My day is great. I got Taco Bell. The gas station was by a Taco Bell. And I was like, Andrew, if I don't get food in me, because I had like some hard ciders or whatever, and I had one like right before I left, because they're like, oh, it's half off, it's peach. I love peaches. Peaches are my favorite thing. So I was like, I'll have it. It'll be good. And then I had like an anxiety attack. It's okay. I did get to try like the purple Mountain Dew. That was good. I actually really do like Mountain Dew sometimes. But it rots your teeth, which is so bad for you. Anyways, so now we found the fuse, or not the fuse, we found the line that's broken. And then we were talking to the dude who was towing us, and we figured out that, hey, maybe that was like leaking onto some other stuff. But hey, Beef, what was that one sensor he said that was probably bugging?
Maybe the map sensor, but that's not
the map sensor. Well, no, I know that's not why the coolant blew. The coolant blew because of the transmission swap. Coolant blew because he had a transmission swap from, automatic to manual. And then when you switch from automatic to manual, it changes the pressure in the lines.
Chicken, so I have the chicken.
Did you bring show chat the chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken.
It's not cooked yet. The big problem is that one of the coolant lines, the little plastic nipple that ties it to the heater core inlet on the firewall, just snapped off, and then all the coolant went out that hole. And then the second problem that throws it into limp mode is something to do with the throttle body. At some point in time,
that's probably the map sensor.
It could be the map sensor. We've replaced the throttle body, but it could be the map sensor, the wiring, or the gas pedal still. So I still got to chase that down. But that doesn't completely kill the car. That just makes it go into limp mode, and then it's barely drivable. It's throwing so many codes, man.
So many codes.
I know what to do.
He freaked out a little bit at the gas
I was
station.
just like, bruh.
Well, he was picking me up from a show, And all of a sudden the car, well, what are the symptoms? It went into limp mode. We addressed it because we fixed the throttle body. That was an easy, like, get something online. It came, like, next day. That was easily replaceable just with where it's positioned. And then because it's still throwing the same code, it threw the code, like, right as we were leaving, right before the line broke. So we were like, okay, shit, like, that's probably not working well. But we already still in limp mode now. No, it's not in limp mode. There's also no coolant, so that's fine. But basically, when we got to the gas station, we were like, let's put some water in just in case, and see what happens when we run it. It just sprays everywhere. So Andrew got covered in it. I got covered in it. I'm still covered in it. I haven't even fucking showered yet. This is what I look like when I'm over it. I'm so over shit today. Oh my god. George says, yeah, it happened to my old truck. Lucky it happened in my driveway. Plastic gets weak. Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. With the throttle positioning sensor is common to go out in cars. Yeah. Well, we checked the sensor. The sensor's fine because we maneuvered that a little bit. It's a VW. Oh no, it's a rabbit. So, and I've helped out with that car for a while. I helped with the transmission swap. I helped with a lot of it because obviously you can't really, I mean, you can do a transmission swap by yourself, but at home, bro, I was so stressed with that man. I made him stay on Discord so he wouldn't get, like, if he got crushed, I'd at least know to call the cops or, like, 911, 911, call 911. Anyways, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. And I did drink a little bit earlier today. I'm insane. Today was just fucking crazy. Well, technically, I thought, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But anyways, so all of the coolant lines had to be replaced because the pressure changes when you go from a automatic to a manual. So we already knew that it would have to change eventually. It was just something being postponed because it'd be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. Elle says you can get a cheap BTOBD scanner. We already got one. Or get the Torque Pro app on your phone. Yep, it'll read just about all the sensors, and you can read the throttle sensor of its body. Yeah, the throttle sensor is okay so far. We were testing it 2 days ago when it happened because my show was on Saturday. We wrapped. Strike started. I left, and then after that, we started driving, and as we were like downtown, and then the car just started going into limp mode. So we were like, okay, well, what's happening? We stopped at a gas station. While we were at that gas station, there was a tweaker that was screaming, so we couldn't really go outside because that was just a whole thing. You guys don't need to know that. But there's a dude who was really upset outside. We couldn't really go outside and do a lot of it, but we figured out that just restarting it got it out of limp mode. So we did that, read the scan. I think there are like 4 codes that were happening. There's 2 codes that are normal for the car. Because when you work on cars, there's just like, you know what you can do and what you can't do. And you basically just keep it going by the skin of its teeth. Like, you just don't do a lot of shit to it. I was like that with my minivan. I didn't want to do anything to it. Like, it had an oil leak. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. And this is so bad for the environment. I do not recommend it. I was just poor as hell, okay? But, sorry, I've been talking all day. But what I decided to do is I was like, you know what? Every other time I fill up the tank, I just need to put half a quarter oil in, and then I'm good. And that's what I did. But there's also issues with my muffler, like, falling down. So I just took like an old clothing hanger. You are gonna fucking judge me. I took an old clothing hanger that was like metal, and I just used it to like prop it up. And I was like, I'll just get this up like close to the frame. There you go. Just in the back. And it worked. And then there were some transmission issues with it too. You had to baby it. you couldn't accelerate because it was an automatic. You couldn't accelerate too quickly into fourth, otherwise the transmission would kind of like make the scary sounds. And then it was funny. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but my dad basically took my car because his car was fucked up. And this was my last interaction with him after he stole some money from me. But anyways, sorry, I have daddy problems. But I am the master mechanic. I'm so good at cars. Not really. I can kind of figure out what's wrong with it, but if you wanted to do like any swaps, I may not be the best person. Like the transmission swap was my first time really working on it or whatever, but my dad took my Honda and then he basically fucked the transmission in like 2 weeks time. I'm not even joking with you. Like he fucked it. And it was just beyond replacement because he wouldn't listen to me. I was like, you can't do it. Like, this is my baby. You have to be careful. He was like, what do you know? And I was like, my friends do drag racing. Like, not drag. I mean, I do have friends that do drag, but like, like my friends would go out on the drag strip all the time. And they worked on cars, eventually became mechanics and that sort of thing. So I was like, I know what this car can and can't handle because I've been working on it for a while, like the past year and a half. And then he like just killed it and I cried so hard because I lived in that van. And then I had to get like a new car really quickly. And so I had to buy one off of my grandparents up in, my mom's side of the family. And I hated that car so much. But it worked okay. It was like I called her the coffin. It was an LHS. A Chrysler LHS, and then the one before that was a old Honda Odyssey. Before you had like back when you had the hinge doors instead of like the ones that would just like come out like that. It was old. It was old, but the engine lasted forever. Technically, you could have done a transmission swap with it, and it would have been fine. But I just couldn't get my hands on the car again because I didn't live at home. I was like living, like everywhere else. Hmm. It was really complicated. But yeah, I've been working on some cars for a bit, but this is the first time that I've seen like a lot of like sensor issues. My LHS had tons of electrical issues. Like when I say a ton, it was so bad. My friends were afraid to be in the car because sometimes the lights would just start flashing. So everyone was like, "Oh, it's haunted, it's haunted." And I probably could have switched out the wiring harness and it would have been fine. But it didn't like cause any big problems. So I was like, whatever. Whatever. And Chrysler, like, parts are pretty expensive. At least LHS parts. The ones that I needed were pretty expensive. And I was like, I was just gonna drive it till it died, which I did. It was still running when I sold it, so. Mopar in general is what takes, yeah. Wait, Elle, do you work on cars? What do you do with cars? George was a mechanic. Most of my friends, well, a lot of my friends are mechanics or engineers, so even if I try to avoid it, I still get like wrapped into random things. They'll be like in CAD and they'll be like, hey, look at this like telescope parts I'm working on for work. And then I'm just like, yay. I actually really like it. It's really fun. I love engineering. I just don't think I could like do it for a job. It's like too idle for me. Elle says, I've worked in automotive field my entire adult life. Ooh, that's exciting. I also do a lot of mechanical repair on my own vehicles. Right. Yeah. I always forget that people go into shops for stuff sometimes because I'm just like, oh yeah, if I need like a welding thing, I know who to call. Yeah, George says Chrysler products are junk. I know. And Jeep is Chrysler too. My ex had a Jeep Cherokee. I was just talking about this earlier. And he like would not listen to me with any of the car stuff I was like talking to him about. And it was so bad. Like his rear leaf springs were rusting through and I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to repair or at least like fix up your rear suspension because it's not looking good. And he was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, Maybe I don't. But I did. He had to replace them all eventually. Elle says, welding, woodworking, automotive repair, computers, firearms, kind of do it all. I just enjoy learning things. Oh, neat. Yeah. So you like mechanical stuff. That's 5e. Elle says, yeah, no rust in Arizona. Ugh. I envy that. I'm better with more mechanical things than I am like tech related things. So I did work in tech for a bit, like some coding or whatever, and I think it'd be really fun to get involved in like ECU work. But then I saw people do it, and I was like, fuck no. I don't think that's for me. I don't think I can do that because it's so nasty. It is. Like, I like old cars where it's not as reliant on ECUs, or you can get it like tuned easier, but like the newer vehicles, it's like you can't do anything with it. So I don't know. I don't even want like a super new car unless it's like I have a couple brands that I'd be like maybe. But for the most part, I would want a car that I could work on, or at least I could tinker with, you know? Yeah, new cars are pretty locked down. I know, like everything past like 2011. So it's like I guess you could do some into like 2017-ish, but 2011 is kind of like the cap for me most of the times. And I'm just like, eh. Hmm. But there's some where I'm like, ah, it's worth it, like sports cars or whatever. I wouldn't want to do a ton of tinkering on it anyways. Or like a luxury car, I'd just be like, okay. Oh, let's see. Elle says I reprogrammed the BCM of my 2013 that sold to enable some features. Ooh, nice. I hate how you have to like pay to play and do some car stuff like that. Like I hate how you have to like pay to add on certain features to your car, like having the radio work a certain way, or there's so much other shit. Like people, like when I ride in my friends' cars, they're just like, yeah, or my coworkers usually, they'll be like, yeah, I have to like pay to add on this feature, so I just won't do it. And I'm like, pretty soon they're gonna make you pay for like heated seats. Like, what the heck is that? That is not no bueno. Yeah, it's a super dumb business model. I know. Well, it's because they're really struggling. I don't know. I think this is my personal opinion. I think Cars for Clunkers really fucked everything up. Oh, I didn't even like change the title of everything. Oh my god, we're still in like the food. I just started because I was like, I'm gonna get this shit done. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna say cars, I guess. Question mark. Eh, cars. Chats. Okay, there you go. It is a really stupid business model though, and it's super frustrating. And it's honestly why I'm not really like super invested in getting a car right now. Because any car that I would want to get, I would want to work on. And then I'm not even entirely sure that I'm gonna stay in a city where I would need it. Like right now, like I said before, if we need anything, we use Andrew's car, or like I use the car, he uses the car, or I use the busing system. Worst comes to worst, I Uber. Most people want to carpool with me, so they're just like, hey, like I'm gonna be in the area, I'll like give you a ride or whatever. Or my friends will do that. They'll just be like, oh, I'll pick you up or whatever. But where I'm at, I can rely on the busing system a lot more than other people can. So it's not super bad for me. And I could ride the bus to school if I need to, all the events I go to and that sort of thing, it's fine. Also, honestly, EVs are the way for like 95% of the population. I know, but people hate EVs. See, like I had the opportunity to drive a couple EVs. I've driven a Tesla once. I don't know. Like I feel like an EV swap would be really fun. And one of my Andrew's like old engineering friends, like I guess he was part of our friend group. I wasn't super close to him. He was really into EVs too. And it was his goal to do a really nice EV swap. Personally, I would be cool with that too. I think it'd be really fun. But I would want to take like an old VW Bug and do it. Like it's the only problem I have with it is the fact that like you have to program everything yourself, or you have to, it's just hard, you know? It's just hard to deal with. Elle says I have a Tesla and twin turbo Explorer. Oh, damn. Bought the Tesla in 2021 though. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Proud of you. Elle says it makes so much sense, especially since I have solar on my house. Yeah, I guess that, and you also live in a really sunny spot too, which is really nice. I've been, like, when I was thinking about doing more van life stuff, because I was living in my van for so long, I had a whole rig planned out. I was like, I wanted to get a, what's it called? Like a Radian truck? Rayon. It starts with an R. It was like that old brand that like went under. It was an EV. I wanted to get one of those. And I wanted to get build out a old kind of house. Yeah, Rivian. Yeah, I wanted to get like a mini, maybe like 300 square foot kind of like trailer that I would convert into like a house, you know? I know they're still around, but and I wanted to be able to tow it and have like a pivot. So I wanted to drill into the bed of the truck so it'd have more support so I could take it in more places, and then I could like also have an extra weight on it too, and it'd be more structurally sound. So I was wanting to do that. And then I wanted to put solar on top of it and then have like all that sort of thing. I had a couple different plans, or I was going to get a bus and get like, or they make like the electrical, yeah, gooseneck style hitch. Gooseneck. Because it's like a lot of people have that. And then I was going to, like, where the hitch would be on the trailer, I was going to have the bed. So it'd like take up less space. Yeah. Mm. And when I saw that VW came out with the electrical version of their buses, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. I want one of those. And then I stopped wanting to live in a van because look at my room. Oh no. The VW bus is trash, horrendous range. I know. I know. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I basically was ready to abandon everything and just move to Hawaii before COVID happened. Like, if COVID didn't happen, I would have been working on the coast, doing like aquatic stuff. I basically wanted to help out like with I think it was like a scuba diving thing or whatever. That's like the job that I had lined up for the most part. And I had housing lined up, like everything ready to go, and then COVID happened and it all fell through. So it was my goal to do that and then live just kind of like nomadically for a while. And then obviously that didn't happen because I'm here. I'm doing like the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. But it's okay. I'm still going to school and stuff too, which is fine. Mm. And I work through a lot of different stuff. So, you make the best with what you have. Or whatever. But it was my goal to do that because I'm afraid of the ocean. And I went to Hawaii that summer before COVID happened, like in 2019. And I was getting all ready to go. Like I was getting housing lined up. I was getting like interview shit lined up. Like I was ready to go. And I was like, if it's just me, I'm not taking any pets with me or anything. I'm just taking like my clothes, then it'll be fine. Afraid of the ocean, wants to move to Hawaii, LOL. No, that's why I wanted to do it though. That's why I did. What is
There's
it?
the part.
How much is it?
It's only $26.
Oh, it's the Upper House Coupling.
Chat. Oh, it's gonna be.
You gotta go further away.
Rough.
Just turn your brightness down.
It's also a white background. Well, you'll take my word for it. One of the nipples broke off.
Yeah. You want me to help you with it? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna help him with it. But yeah, so I really wanted to do that for a while. I had it like all ready to go. I was there for a little bit, and then now here I am. But I like to do the things I'm afraid of. That's why I worked on cars. That's why I lived in my van for a bit. And that's also why I do stuff on stream and online, because I was super afraid of it for a super long time. Like, I don't know. I've talked about that before, but no, I'm not. Y'all, I'm just going off of adrenaline. I was up super late last night too. like really late. It was so stupid. It was because I was like, I'm gonna like stay up late and then I'm gonna sleep in. I did kind of sleep in, but not really. Because the dogs were all laying on me. Mm-hmm. Anyways, what is late? Ah! It depends. Like last night, I usually do Arabic before bed because I find it really soothing. So I'll like listen to it. Like I've always said that Arabic and like Arabic, um, Farsi, and Turkic languages. I find them very relaxing. I don't know why. I just kind of always have. I think it's because I used to listen to a lot of like Al Jazeera or whatever. But those languages are relaxing to me. So it's kind of like what I do before I go to bed. I'll practice and then I'll usually do like a page of practice repetition, at least like that'll take me like 10 minutes, where I write stuff down. And then I do recall practice and then I just listen to things. So it's usually like 45 minutes at most, usually 30-ish. And I'll be right before I go to bed because I can't sleep unless I do it. So that's what I do. And then, yeah, so like whatever I do, sometimes I try to skip it and I can't. So last night I went to bed at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. Usually I go to bed around midnight ish. It's really hard for me to like get up and do stuff now that my plate is a lot more, like my schedule's a little bit crazier and things keep like shifting around. It's hard for me to do things really early. I'm very structured as a person, but if like when I start things in the day keep shifting, I have to have like consistency in my schedule in certain aspects. And it's either going to be in the morning or it's going to be in the evening. So now it's in the evening. So once I start my evening routine and do all that stuff, I'm just done. Like it's just GG gamer for like 2 hours. I have 2 hours of shit I have to do. And there's still stuff I haven't done that I need to do. But it's okay. I'll have time this weekend. I have to get an opportunity to stop doing car stuff. And I will. Yeah, today I got up at like 8:45-ish. So I still got quite a good amount of sleep. The dogs woke me up. Well, Ollie woke me up. I have a video. I could post it on TikTok. I was going to. But every day I wake up with Bixby on me, my cat, and she like suffocates me awake. Michael is usually right next to me, like, and he starts like meowing at me because he wants me to give him like his food before his meds and stuff like that. And then Oliver just lays on me, and he's a big dog. He weighs like 115 pounds. He's a big boy. He's kind of fat too. He's okay though. I like him chunky. So he straight up just lays on me, and I'm just like, and he lays on me all night too. He lays on my legs. It's really cute. He's a stinky butt. Sorry I'm everywhere today. I'm just kind of like blah, 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 blah. It's literally just because I have so much stuff going on. I've been on the go since I got up this morning. And the whole car breaking down thing just made me go like a little bit more wired. But yeah. It was pretty good though. I don't know, don't you guys do all the stuff that you're afraid of? Or am I crazy? People always say I'm crazy for that. Mm. Mm. This is the strawberry kiwi mixed with water again. It's actually really good, just so you know. I'm enjoying myself. Elsa's not really afraid of much, honestly. Really? Dang. It can either be a good thing or a bad thing. So I guess that's for you to figure out, not really me. Man. Are you showing off the kettle cord?
No, do you want some?
Oh, yeah. Look at this giant bag of kettle corn. Andrew really likes kettle corn. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Dinner will be ready in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Who says damn? Yeah. This is also why I don't have anything to really cover news-wise, because I haven't even watched anything today. I ain't even gonna work out today. I don't know if I will. I'm really tired. I might anyways, but I probably won't. I'm like out of beans, yo. Anyways, we got 5 more minutes. Talked about car stuff. That was fun. You guys get to see me like in my what I look like more every day. I was trying to look like a little bit different on stream. My nose is sunburned, as you can see. It looks it's also really puffy because I'm sick. So I did all of this today while I'm sick, so my nose is really swollen and I kept blowing my nose. And when I was like in the car waiting for the dude to come, my nose was just running. I was just sitting there like, ah! Like, this is my life, yay! And now we have 2 cars at our house that just don't function. We have the Porsche, and now we have this. We still have that fucking Porsche. I mean, it's in the garage, so, I mean, it's not like... We still have to get the radiator parts for it, because the coolant can't even cycle through it. Like, it's still connected to the engine, but the coolant hoses we don't have. So, the 944, yeah, that's pretty much what we gotta do. I think our buddy, because it's not our car, but I was like, okay, you can leave it at our place because I really want to get more involved with like Porsches. I also want to do more JDM car stuff. And this isn't me trying to be like, oh, I do a lot of like car work or whatever, because I really don't. I am now, but that's because we're at a necessity. I think the next car I get will probably be like a project car that I just play around with. But anyways, I'll probably get like a JDM. Maybe I'll get German. I've been really enjoying the Porsche though. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's really hard for me because most of the help that I've done on cars has been cosmetic. German cars are miserable. Literally, I've worked on Chrysler. I've done some, JDM is way easier, for sure. For fucking sure. The German shit is really annoying, because newer German cars, they just make everything out of plastic. So the Rabbit, the VW, that is so annoying to work with, because it's all plastic. And Andrew's done, like, I helped him do some body work, so we have, like, I can't remember the type of body kit that he's been slowly switching it out to, but yeah, he has like a carbon fiber.
Do you want mashed sweet potatoes?
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks. But there's like a carbon fiber front bumper that's really nice. Andrew,
What?
what body style are you slowly switching out to on your Rabbit?
Not a body style. I've been swapping GTI parts over.
Oh, yeah, he's putting GTI parts on. You were thinking about doing some other stuff too, right?
There's a lot of the suspension components
Yeah.
that I can pull from an Audi TTRS.
Yeah, he wants to do Audi
and
work too.
braking systems from the Porsche Cayman.
Yeah, oh yeah, Porsche Cayman brakes and stuff like that too.
Cayenne, not Cayman.
Oh yeah, Cayenne, because the Cayman's too big, right? Whatever.
Anything with a Brembo 18C or 17C caliber.
Now he's lost me. It's like when you get to the fine tune, like nitty gritty shit, I get really lost because I just don't pay attention to that. I just don't care that much. Unless it's my car. It says it's not my car, I don't care. I just help. I'm just like, okay. But with the 944, we do have to fix the radiator. We're probably gonna have it for a little bit. I think what he's gonna do is a suspension swap and lift it slightly just because it's a little off. Get some side skirts because it looks really goofy, like OEM, because like the rear, it just doesn't look balanced. I think maybe switching out the suspension will make it look a lot more balanced, but right now it's kind of ugly. So I want him to do that. Like get a custom fit, or a custom like front bumper that's lower, and then get side skirts, and then just kind of like raise the front a bit more just so it looks more level and it doesn't look like it's nosediving constantly. But it's a really fun car to work on because like you're saying German cars are miserable or whatever, but they're only miserable like the newer ones. The old school shit that's like high quality build stuff or the luxury cars, they're better. But also you can't do any fun tinkering with the luxury ones because they have that like locked in. You would have to like switch out everything. And that's hard because that's like way above my skill level. I could not do that. If you gave me like instructions and what to look out for and I'd have like a mentor through the process, I'd be more willing to do that and that'd be really fun. I really Miata is always the answer. I know, I want a Miata so bad. I want an NA Miata so bad. I might get one eventually though. But I haven't, like, I'm honestly thinking about getting an old bug. Like an old VW bug
already.
that has like a 5-cylinder in it.
That's not an old bug. The old bugs are air cooled. The
old ones are also air cooled
the
too.
new bugs have the 2.5.
So if I got the Porsche is nice, but technically the Porsche, the 944 isn't air cooled, so I don't get any practice on air cooled.
No, the 944 is water cooled.
Yeah, I know the 944 is water cooled. Thank you, Andrew. But but so I was like, okay, I'm either gonna get like an old bug that's air cooled, and then that would like be really nice to learn how to work on older Porsches because that'd be really fun. One is just like nutty, just like I want it, look. But wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. I got a little too excited there. Or I would want to get the 5-cylinder, which is very similar to what Andrew has because his engine is the 5-cylinder. It's very similar, so I would understand how it works, all that shit. So I already have that experience, so it'd be easier. Elle says all VW bugs are trash, even air-cooled. My uncle owns a shop for them. They always leak. I know they leak, but like if you know how to work on cars and you have the space to work on a car, and you're willing to do it, like, I just want to make it look like a Rocket League car. I want to get, like, a fucking extra ass antenna. I want it to look hilarious. Like, super funny. 0 to 60 eventually. George says, I've seen a 1952 bug for sale today online. Oh, I know. It's like that. I have to wait for more money. Like, that's, like, a side quest. I still have that, like, the 944 video I'm still working on. Technically, I did like a poor job because I didn't understand how to do the exposure stabilization on my phone, so I haven't like sent it off to anyone to fix it. I have like 3 videos that are in the works right now that I just haven't posted because Andrew's like, I don't want to be in the vlogs, and I'm like, so am I just gonna have to like hire someone to blur you out? Oh, fuck no. So I'm just like, I can't redo it because I can't take it out again and then put it back in. We'll see. Yeah, basically, long story short, I'm doing a lot of stuff. DaVinci is free, easy to learn. No, I know DaVinci is free, but like, yeah. I already have DaVinci Resolve. I just need the time to do it, which now I have the time. I've been asking for the time, and now I fucking have the time. So I'm gonna crash out. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I normally don't talk about like stuff I'm really interested in online, but I don't know. Maybe I could pull like a T-Pain and then just get involved in like drag racing shit. I want to do that so bad. Like I should honestly this winter start doing more sim racing stuff because the streamers like there's like huge like Twitch sponsored fucking racing event. I love it. I love it. That was so cool. And I was sitting there and I was hoping that Michael Reeves would place a lot farther. And if he didn't spin out, I think he would have done a lot better, honestly. George says I just checked, and it's actually in 1955, and they want 36K. I know. So you would either have to get a like bare body and then switch everything into it, which is even more expensive sometimes than getting one that's already like able to run. And this is like I know it's crazy for like the older like okay, one perk about being in the Midwest is that there's people who literally just leave it in their barns. And as like this is really sad, but as people are dying off, people are just finding these old bugs. And then they're like, "Oh, I'm just going to sell it." And they don't know what it's worth. And they sell it for like hella cheap. And that's like it feels cruel to do that, you know, but one, I don't have the money for that shit right now. I have too much other stuff that I have to do. I'm in school right now. I'm doing like yeah, Andrew's laughing because it's like, when am I gonna have the time to do like a lot of car shit? If I did more streaming, if like content creation was more of like an actual job and I made more off of it, I would make a lot of car content and I would just use that to fuel. You want to eat food? Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, do you want to come say any last words to chat? Okay. You want to eat food?
Yeah.
Eat the apples. We got lots of apples too, chat. Okay, I'm coming. Once the dogs are done, I'll come over, okay?
Just
Wrap it up.
Valentine. Done.
He's telling me, go piss, girl. Okay, sorry. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I feel bad. I feel so awkward. I feel like, you know, like when you go someplace and you're like, how do I say it? How do I say it or do it? Oh, my brain is dead. I don't know, like, you know, like when you go somewhere and you're like, yeah, I'm supposed to be like you're just not like, it's just how I feel right. Tomorrow will be another day, and it should hopefully be better. And also, because of everything that happened, George, I did not get to go to the post office, so tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to the post office. Just you wait tomorrow. Anyways, I guess it's time for me to go. I guess it's time for me to go now. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will be back here tomorrow. Hopefully my regularly scheduled time. Because I have something to do on Sunday. So I'll be late on Sunday. But tomorrow will be the right time. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope y'all, I'm going to say it one more fucking time because it's what I do. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day. So, sleep well, stay safe, and stay alive, and toots.